Hi everyone, it's Sunny in Melbourne. So I wanted to share one story of successful relationships or building relationships with families, and also successful example of communication while on one of my practicum. I noticed that there was a child with special needs, and as you know, sometimes as part of our practical placement observations, we have to pick different children to observe, and we had to find someone who had struggles, who had some challenges, and this was my target child. So he couldn't speak in sentences. He used only a few words. When he tried to speak in sentences, it was really hard to understand. He also had South African accent, and he just moved to Australia. So we had quite a kind of set of challenges there. But also although he was showing some signs of autism, I think it was not clear whether he's got speech delay or it might be something serious. Like, yeah, so, and mom didn't know, and mom actually was not sure what's happening as well, and that's what made the scenario quite interesting to discuss. So when he started playing with other children, so I was lucky enough to see his first day. He was quite friendly but not interactive, so as if he was a toddler who is doing parallel play. So that's what I noticed. He showed interest in playing with things that he could manipulate, so manipulative type of play. But what I really thought would be great is to find a way to help him to develop his speech. And that was part of my goals on practicum. So I have a background in music, and because I have like music education, I can play piano and a little bit of violin, but more piano than violin. So I really like to incorporate music in early childhood programs. So I already been teaching children a lot, and I used to teach to read and write with songs, and it was something that I was familiar with. So I also have a lot of books that are actually songs. So you can find those books in Big W in the library. So this is an example of one of my favorite books called Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and the voice is very beautiful. Like the book is beautiful as well. But if you are not comfortable to sing by yourself, I am quite comfortable, so we usually sing with children, and we can trace like the words of song, and they usually join in with time. So when I introduced this song, I noticed that he was so captivated that instead of sitting and playing with puppets or any manipulative toys that he used to do before, he was actually looking at the book, and he was captivated by the voice and music. And I thought, wow, that's the way to go. So I've written in my reflection diary that child such and such is very responsive to music. So I started to incorporate more music and more songs. And I have this set of Jack and Molly books and CDs, but they're very simple songs. So most of them are related to Australian context. So that was incorporating Australian culture as well, and so he could connect and relate as well, and children in the group could also enjoy all these songs as well. So this is one of my favorite, and also this one, Let's Go Around the Season. So why this book is very special for me, because I always remember about how successful the learning of this child was, and how happy his parents actually were. So what we did, we actually learned like new song every day. I tried to introduce, but we also would recall other songs, and I would make some props so they can manipulate with, let's say, flowers in this particular kind of song. So this song is about spring, and now it's springtime, so you can connect as well. So it says, take a little rain, add a little sunshine, what do you get? Flowers will grow. So children actually learned all these words, and they had daffodils like we made together, and then we performed in front of the parents. It was not official, but this boy who I was talking about, he not just learned all these songs, but he was so happy, and his speech was so advanced when he was singing. So I had a chat with my teacher, mentor teacher, and my um, potential employer at the time as well, and she was happy to talk to mom with me about his progress. So we had a chat, and I said that, you know, I've read a book about speech delays, and that children who are a bit late to speak and they don't talk in sentences, they might benefit from music education. So she was so happy, she could see that, and she cried, and her husband as well, they cried when they saw him singing in sentences and being very happy as well. So that's my story of success, building a relationship. I was so grateful for this experience, and it actually helped me to realize how important is to communicate with parents and give them some hints sometimes, so exchange the experiences. I also talked with her after that about what he likes to do at home, because what he was talking in the group was a bit limited. So he was talking about Ben 10 and the characters at the time. He loved this special Ben 10 watches and was trying to talk about it a lot. But I thought we should extend, and with help of specialists, who was a speech pathologist and then psychologist assessment, with their help we started to build repertoire of things or more experiences that he could participate in. Mom actually told me that he absolutely loves singing now, and also that they will incorporate music in their daily life. So when they go somewhere, they will have a CD in the car and his favorite songs. And also she said that she will he likes cooking. So then we started to yes, to cook together as well. So that was next step. But going back to music and communication, and children who might need a little bit more help. So communicating with parents is very important, but also sometimes you might need to initiate things and then pass it on to the parents. So that's my story of success. Share yours.